You are now in the deep end of horror.
And I will see the life run out of you.
100,000 years ago, it found its way into our galaxy. Trapped in the frozen wasteland of Antarctica, it could not escape. Now the men of Station 4 have made a monumental discovery. An alien creature had frozen, but not to death. And man,
it isn't Benny,
is the warmest place to hide.
America's top security experts have chosen this man.
Don't take any chances. This guy's a killer.
For a special mission. But first, he's got to pass one little test.
Speak English. Does your nightingale sing? Hold it! Like a baboon with two club feet. However, I think I can do something with him.
Goodbye, Mr. Crow.
Who's he?
No more Boy Scouts.
Take a look at this. High-altitude reconnaissance probe. There is none. Doesn't exist.
These men will rob America of her might.
He won't be with us for much longer.
Unless someone...
Relax.
...can stop them.
Concentrate! This is not time for prayer.
Remo Williams. The adventure begins.
What are you watching? Your country's one contribution to the art. It's a soap opera. It is apparent to me that you know less than nothing. Place your hands behind your head. I did not say keep them there.
Before he's through, he'll learn to move faster than a bullet.
Excellent.
Not bad.
Hear the heartbeat of an enemy.
John, I need to borrow him for a while.
And leave no footprints in the sand.
Some joker walks into one of my plants, snoops around, walks right out again, and now you're telling me he doesn't exist.
Across town, the man has found his head blown off.
Perfect accident.
And you tell me he's gonna get away with it, huh? And we can't stop him?
You can stop him, son. It'll be my pleasure.
Now, based on the Destroyer novel series that sold over 30 million copies, America's favorite tough guy comes to the screen. In a movie big enough to hold him. Remo Williams. The adventure begins.
From the farthest corner of a distant galaxy and the deepest feelings of the human soul comes a fantasy to fill your heart.
I feel tremendous. I'm ready to take on the world. Ow! Ow!
It is everything you've dreamed of. It is nothing you expect.
Oh, I can keep a secret. I won't tell anybody.
It's hard to know who to trust.
It is the mystery of an awesome secret. It is the miracle of everlasting life.
We'll never be sick. We won't get any older, and we won't ever die.
Beyond the innocence of youth and the wisdom of age lies the wonder of Cocoon. 20th Century Fox presents the new film from the producers of Jaws and the director of Splash. Cocoon.
It's like a drug, isn't it? To bring a man down.
I need to fill out a missing person.
What is the name of the missing individual?
Douglas Charles Brimley.
Relationship of reporting party?
Daughter.
You want to find your father? Get somebody who knows the city to show you around.
Has made his selection. He used to be in special forces.
He's obviously not someone we should underestimate.
He was raised in the bayous by his uncle. I think Mr. Woodrow would make a very interesting quarry.
It has always been the privilege of the few to hunt the many. You see, there's always some unhappy little corner of the planet where we can ply our trade.
Your daddy died in the fire.
We're looking for someone who worked for me. The man's name is Douglas Brimley.
That I want him stepped on hard.
An airtight alibi.
We can't lay a finger on this guy.
And a chain of evidence.
Bring him in.
Charles Bronson is a cop, and he's running out of time.
Go ahead. Take me in. You can't punish me.
When the guilty go free,
I just got to be a free man.
the system is the crime.
I'm a mean, selfish son of a bitch. But I want to kill her, and what I want comes first.
Well, how come I've never heard him mention a daughter?
It seldom crosses his mind that he has one.
He's one angry man with someone to protect.
I'll argue with your father.
Don't argue with that.
He can make a difference.
You like hurting girls?
I won't answer that.
Girls won't have anything to do with you, but you get back at them, don't you?
I won't listen to your filth. Look, man, gotta remind you about evidence obtained under duress? It's inadmissible, Leo.
We got no evidence and we can't hold this kid.
He's our man, Captain. I'm gonna get him. Found some blood.
He's lying. There was no blood on my clothes, and he knows it. How do you plead, Warren?
Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
The last thing I want to do is get involved with a cop.
Well, I don't blame you. Leo, I went back to the lab and I talked to the technician. And I asked him if you...
Why didn't you ask me?
Is that true, Lieutenant? You planted the evidence?
You know why.
We could nail him sooner or later.
After counting how many more dead.
He had to be
Legal to do what's right.
After all the evidence is in, he'll reach his own verdict and execute the sentence by the deadline. This man is the law. 10 to midnight. Charles Bronson, Lisa Eilbacher, and Andrew Stevens in a Golan Globus production of a J. Lee Thompson film. 10 to midnight.
Things are very quiet in Death Valley these days. In fact, you can go for miles without spotting a corpse. However, if you're patient, something or somebody is bound to turn up. Take this loving couple, for instance. I wouldn't get too fond of them if I were you, because they won't be around very long.
No. Please, no.
A pity. They seemed so nice. This is Billy. He has a big problem for such a little person. He can identify the killer, and the killer can identify Billy. Now, this chap is the local sheriff. The sheriff is wondering who is behind that door. Unfortunately, he is. Death Valley is full of little surprises.
I'm dancing on the roof, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Death Valley, quite fashionable as a last resort.
After hoping and praying, Craig and Sherry Burton's dream
We're gonna have a baby!
has just come true.
Can you believe it?
No, I can't. I mean, it's fantastic.
I figure conception was about 7 weeks ago. Isn't that great?
But it's nothing like they expected.
I got the results back from the fertility lab. It's like 1 in a million that I could get you pregnant.
Because this baby is definitely
Never saw anything quite like that before.
What is it?
not of this world.
That's impossible.
Craig?
Now,
What's inside her is not a normal fetus.
It's moving inside me. I felt it.
the only way to save themselves
I need you to think back to that night. Something happened.
is to face the terror within.
I don't think that this is our baby.
What happened to you and your wife is not as unusual as you may think.
Why would they do this?
Aliens harvest the babies.
The impossible
Then I have to terminate this.
Is that what this is all about? You don't think this is your baby?
cannot be denied
I'm gonna die, Craig.
when you feel it
Emergency removal of an alien fetus.
inside you.
Don't kill our baby.
This is not our baby.
Progeny.
Click like, subscribe, or even comment below because I want to hear what you think.
No fair.